Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have a special unboxing video for you. This is the brand new Pokemon Pokeball replica, and this is actually really cool. I ordered this from Sideshow Collectibles, and they've actually released a replica of the Great Ball, or at least it's up for pre-order or something like that. I know there's a Great Ball. There was a Master Ball that was a part of the Pokemon 25th anniversary celebration as like an exclusive thing. I just went for the Pokeball as kind of the main one, but I'm glad that they're releasing various varieties of this. And this is exactly as the name implies, a replica of the Pokeball, but there's some really cool electronics inside, as the box in tiny font there notes that there are electronics. So one, there's this little cover here, and so, or not cover, but a little box where the Pokeball can reside inside of. And when you open it up, there's some lights, which is really cool. And here it is, closed up, looks very nice and premium. But here are the touch points. So, display grade electronic replica. There's a metal shell with fine detail and premium painted finish. My favorite part, there's a touch and proximity sensing technology with a touch to illuminate display. We'll talk about that. Individually numbered, batteries included. This is from the Wand Company, so they make these cool collectibles, and I just had to get my hands on this because, you know, as any Pokemon fan would want, wouldn't you want a Pokeball? And this seemed the most, you know, like a true replica Pokeball could be in terms of look and feel and some of the lights. Now, unfortunately, this does not open up. And I kind of wish there was an animation or some feature where it would shake and then turn, you know, green or something, or red, depending on if the Pokemon's caught or not. It doesn't have that. There's no movement or anything. It just has lights, and it does not open up. So it's not, you know, the ideal Pokeball replica that is in my mind, but it's the best one out there so far, and so that was worth a look. It seemed worth it enough for me. So inside you have this little booklet here. I don't know if there's anything worthwhile in this or not. Let's just take a quick look. Oh, this has instructions basically. So there's a variety of things that you can do here, as it sort of implies, and then how to replace the batteries and all that as well. It looks like. So very interesting. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do with this thing apparently. So let's open this up and take a look, shall we? Oh, this is actually kind of cool. They put a little Pokeball on their styrofoam right there, on both sides. And then this just opens right up. Let me do it like this. So inside you have the box and, of course, the Pokeball. Let's take a look at the box here first and foremost. Oh, that's pretty neat. So, basically, what you're seeing here, this is a little bit lighter than I was expecting. It's not like, you know, full metal. The base is a bit heavier, but it's not super heavy. I think most of the weight is going to be in the Pokeball itself, but you do have a nice premium look and feel, which I do appreciate. And then on the bottom, there's your unique identifier. There's my serial number, I guess, and there's the pull tab, which we'll take a look at. But basically, the way this works is you open it up, and as you can see, when you open it up, the base rises up, so it'll bring the Pokeball upwards, and then this will light up as well, so that you'll actually see some lights on the Pokeball. So let's take the pull tab out. All right, with that now activated. Oh, look at that. Oops. So it doesn't, you have to really, you know, hold it properly, but it lights like that. So if you put the Pokeball on there, then underneath you will see some lights. And you can see it actually does have some different colors right there. So you can see some red, and I know it's got green, and so that's pretty cool. So that's that. But of course, we also have the Pokeball itself. Oh yeah, this definitely has some good weight to it. That's really nice. So before I take the pull tab off, yeah, this has got a decent bit of weight to it. You know, this is definitely feels nice and premium, and it makes you feel like there's a Pokemon inside, you know, with the weight to it, and that's pretty cool. I can imagine, you know, carrying this around as a trainer and throwing your Pokeballs and stuff. Like, it feels pretty premium and special, you know. There's this is a button right here, but as I mentioned, this does not like open up or anything. It's just, you know, one solid button there. So let's take the pull tab out, shall we? All right. So with the pull tab there, let's see what happens. Ooh. I held it down and it's now on. So, you know, of course you can put it on here and it will roll around a little bit. But here's the cool thing. I don't know if you're noticing this. Look at my finger. And look what happens when I touch it. I don't know if you can even see from the camera because of my lights. Because with one finger it's not super bright. Yeah, you can see it there, right? It lights up. But now put more than one finger and it's even brighter. So the more you do, the brighter. Well, it's really, you know, like one finger gives you light colors. Two fingers is really the big brightness. So two fingers, more than two doesn't go any brighter, but that's still really, really cool. Yeah. So the way that this functions is you can, of course, sit the Pokeball right inside there. And so when you open it up, it rises up like that. And it's hard to see because of my lights. I'll turn off the lights a little bit later, but it's glowing. Now it's glowing green, actually, under the Pokeball right there, which is really, really cool. So why don't we actually do that? Let me turn off my studio lights here, just so we can get a better sense of the colors and the brightness that this thing has, right? So you open it up, and there you can see the swirling colors there. You can also see on the Pokeball itself just how bright that gets with, you know, by putting your hand. And actually, it's a proximity sensor. So like here, I'm not even touching the Pokeball right now. See? I'm putting my hand near it and it's already starting to light up, which is really, really cool. So when you touch it and it lights up, that's very satisfying. That was the one thing that really sold me on this, not gonna lie. That was really, really cool. Now, what you can actually do is this right here. This is not a button, but it is a touch sensitive area. So when you touch it, you notice it changes colors. Right, so now it's yellow. Touch it and it's blue. All right, we got a pink color. Okay. So you can see, back to white, the different colors that it can swirl through. So you can kind of decide which way you want it to display. I'm kind of partial just to the plain, simple white color, you know, but if you're handling the box, if you just be careful to not accidentally touch that or it'll change the color. So so because it is a touch sensor, that is kind of cool, but it also means that you might accidentally touch something. And so it actually, on the instructions, shows you as well that it will randomly, or not randomly, but it will cycle through those range of colors. Now, the other thing is it says if you hold your finger there for 2 seconds, it will turn off the light. So if you don't want the light on the base whenever you open it up, or I guess it reset when you open, it looks like, but you know, when you open it, it's displaying like that. If you want to turn that off completely, you hold it down for 2 seconds, hold it down for 2 seconds, and it's back. Right? Let's see if it keeps the color. So it's on red, hold it down, and it's off. Hold it down, and it's back to red. Yep, so it does save the color that you select, but it looks like when you close the box, it resets back to that. But yeah, that's really, really cool. So it, you know, it tells you full instructions on how this whole thing works right there. But there is a little bit more. Let me just look at the flip side of this to see if there's anything else that I am missing here. Oh, yes. Okay, so there is a little bit. So what you can do, so one, there's a, looks like there's a piece. Oh, that's interesting. So to take out the batteries, it's right in this little compartment here. So that's actually really easy. So all you got to do, again, just to show you, is you push from both sides of the front. There you go. You just have to push like the little black part right there, and it pops right out. It's like on a spring. So this is really the piece that lights up. And it clicks right back in. That's pretty cool. But here's another thing that you can do, which is really, really fun. So it looks like if you, for half a second, do you have to hold it down or touch it? I think if you touch it, oh, it'll move, like it'll flash a little white color and then turn either green or red, I believe, is what it said. It's not doing it though. So you see here, it's supposed to show, it's supposed to change color. I don't know if it's each time you touch it or how that, maybe you have to put it down and not have it light up. It's supposed to do that. If I hold it for 2 seconds. Oh, you know what? You have to push the button. Why? This is not a touch sensor. That's what's going on. Hold it for 2 seconds to turn it off. Hold it for 2 seconds it turns on. That's right. Okay. So you just push it. And it's supposed to flash like that, right? As if you're trying to catch a Pokemon. And, oh, turned red. I failed. Did not catch the Pokemon. So if I push it again, let's see. So it's random. Oh, red. No, Pokemon again. What happened? Why am I not catching Pokemon today? Flashing. Red again. Oh no. What happened? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be random. Unless, oh, you know what? I think you have to change it. So if I double tap this. Oh no, that's how it stays solid red. Double tap green. I'm just maybe just unlucky. Oh, there we go. I caught a Pokemon. Turned green. It like flashed different colors first and then turned green. That was actually really, really cool. And now it's back to being red. Yeah, so you see that? So that's actually really, really cool. I do dig that. And of course you can set the color, it looks like. There you go. So you can double tap and now it's set to green. So if you just always want it to be green whenever you touch the Pokeball, there's that. And then you gotta be careful because when you double tap it, sometimes it counts it only as like tapping it once or something, so then it cycles through it. But there we go. Yeah, no, it's back to white. Okay, so yeah, that's what the instructions show right there. I prefer it on the white, although I do like the random feature. I think that's really cool, just being able to push it. And it like, you know, toggles like that, and it's like, are you gonna catch the Pokemon or not? And yay, success. Like that's pretty cool. Again, an ideal Pokeball in my mind would have like a motion sensor or something, or like a, you know, some way to like shake a little, and then it would turn green or red. That would be extra cool. This doesn't have that, but honestly, it's still pretty sweet. You know, I think there's still a decent bit of fun to be had with the lights that are included. So, I mean, overall, that's pretty sweet, but that's not all. There is actually one other piece to this item that I do want to mention. Sorry, I'm going off camera to grab my screwdriver, which you will need for this other piece, and that is going from the bottom here. We're going to grab screwdriver and open this up. And inside, you'll see the batteries for the base. So you have the batteries for the Pokeball, batteries for the base, but there's this little clip right here that you can pull out. It should just pop right out. see if there's an easy way to take this out or not. Let me grab the instructions real quick just to confirm. Yeah, we're supposed to just be able to lift this thing out of here. Maybe the batteries are in the way. Let me take out one of the batteries. There we go. At least it seems like it's a bit of an easier... Yep, you can dig your finger in there and pull it out then. So I would just pop out one of the batteries for a second. So what this is... Screw this back in. Is essentially just a plain little ring right here. And the purpose of this is twofold. One, if you want to display your Pokeball and you don't want it just kind of rolling around like that, you can just set it right on there, right? And that way it's in one exact spot as you would want, right? Or if you like this display case, but you want your Pokeball kind of elevated a bit more, you can put this ring on top and it fits nicely right around that little Pokeball design, and it just pops right on top right there. And that way, because, you know, otherwise if you have it displayed in the box, it's always going to be on unless you, I guess you have to turn off the lights on the box or something, but in this way it's just kind of sitting right at the top, which is also pretty cool. So somebody can look at this and be like, oh, sweet, and they put their hand in here and it glows and they freak out like, whoa, it lit up, that's really neat. So, you know, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to display it. You know, if you do want to put it in the base, then there's not really much other room for the Pokeball in here, so that's where I would probably put the metal ring back inside and screw it back in. But overall, I think this is a really, really cool display item. I'm honestly totally satisfied with it. Again, you know, there's always improvements and enhancements they could make to like future iterations and stuff, but as a collectible item here, this is a really, really neat collectible to have for any Pokemon fan. I personally, my favorite thing, I know there's different lights and things, my favorite thing is the illuminating LED when you go near it and pick it up, because it just looks so nice with the light there, and it's fun to kind of push it and see randomly what happens. There's no rumble at all, by the way, so there's no feedback or anything when you do it. It's purely visual in terms of the feedback of if you caught the Pokemon or not, or you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Is this something you're going to pick up? And or are you going to get the Great Ball, Master Ball? Are you going to have your whole collection of Pokeballs? Personally speaking, this is cool and all, but the Great Ball and Master Ball, I believe, are pretty much the same thing. I don't know if there's any other differences in terms of lights. So I don't know that I necessarily need the other ones. Now, knowing me, I may end up buying them anyways just because as a collector, but I think for now I'm pretty satisfied with this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you later.